Good morning, children. While watching news, at the end of the news, you come to know weather report of a particular place. In weather, what actually they mention? They give you information regarding the condition of that particular area. Whether there is a cloudy, it may be a sunny, or if there is any possibility to get rain. In such information, you come to know after observing weather report. And even you may get a doubt. And even I am asking you a question. Why do you get holidays only in the month of May? And why do you get rain only in the month of June? Generally, rainy season starts only from the month of June. Why? So, in such a way, we get different questions. And in order to know the answers for all such questions, we have to know about the weather and climate. All those a part of this weather and climate. Though the terms weather and climate look similar, they give different meanings. What is weather? Weather means conditions of the atmosphere over a particular place for a short period of time. Particularly they are mentioning over a short period of time. That's why you should not say the climate of Hindupur today. You should not say that the climate of Hindupur today is sunny. The climate of Hindupur is cloudy. You should not say. You should say the weather of Hindupur is cloudy. Like that you can tell. So that's why the weather always refers a short period of time. And what are the elements actually included in this weather? What we see while referring weather of a particular place, we see temperature, we see humidity, we see atmospheric pressure, we see the cloud condition, we see the winds and their direction. All these come under elements of weather. So remember, the elements of weather are temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, cloud condition, winds. All these are the elements of weather. Remember. So after having a little idea about weather, we come to know what is climate. So what is climate? The climate of a particular area. So what is climate means? So climate refers the average conditions of atmosphere, over a long period of time, of a large area is called a climate. So climate refers the average conditions of atmosphere. Average conditions of atmosphere means what? Average temperature, average humidity, average atmospheric pressure, average fog, mist. All these we take all the average conditions of a particular place over a long period of time. Long period of time means what? 1 year, 2 years. Is it possible to tell climate of a particular place within 1 year? It's not possible. So according to the meteorologists, we have to observe nearly 30 to 40 years. So by observing the average conditions of atmosphere of a particular place nearly 30 to 40 years, you can say the climate of that particular area. If you want to know newly the climate of Sahara Desert, So just by observing Sahara Desert one day, you cannot tell the climate of Sahara Desert. So you have to stay there. You have to observe all these average conditions of that Sahara Desert. The average conditions means what? Average conditions of temperature, average conditions of humidity, precipitation, cloud cover, wind's direction. All these you have to observe. That particular area, nearly 30 to 40 years you have to observe. Then only you can say the climate of that particular place. So that is called climate. So weather refers short period of time, climate refers long period of time. So in such a way you can distinguish between weather and climate. Now coming to the other important things regarding temperature of atmosphere. Temperature of the atmosphere. So in previous classes itself, you know what is atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but the air surrounding of the earth is called atmosphere. It is envelope. Air is an envelope. So the earth is completely covered by air up to certain kilometers. That is called atmosphere. So how the temperature comes under this atmosphere? How do we measure? How do we get such kind of hotness in such an atmosphere? So in this little topic, you come to know two important terms. One is solar radiation and another one is insolation. Insolation. So which is the main source of energy on the earth surface? Tell me, which is the main source of energy? Sun is the main source of energy. Sun gives continuously. Suns emit heat continuously. So the heat and light continuously emitted by the sun is called solar radiation. That is heat and energy. Heat and energy continuously emitted by the sun is called solar radiation. The heat which is emitted by the sun may not be received by our planets. It goes to other parts of the space. That's why our planets don't receive the total energy which is emitted by the sun. So that is what solar radiation. Whenever the sun emits the energy, being the planet, our earth also receives energy. So what is insolation means? The heat received by the earth is called solar radiation. So incoming solar radiation is called insolation. Incoming solar radiation is called insolation. So what is happening here? So sun is giving, earth is receiving. So what the giving part is called radiation. What that receiving part is called insolation. So one side heat is coming, other side it is receiving. So with both terms you can understand how the atmosphere is get heated. That we come to know after understanding solar radiation and insolation. So the incoming solar radiation is called insolation. Now my question is, even though earth, that is what, even though the sun emit more and more energy, more and more heat, more and more light, earth will not receive the total energy which is emitted by the sun. Why? What is the reason? The reason is because of its long distance. So what is the distance between the sun and earth is, that is 150 million kilometers. What is the distance? 150 million kilometers or 15 crore kilometers. Because of its distance, Even though sun emit continuous heat, earth will not receive the total energy which is actually emitted by the sun. Earth cannot receive the total energy which is emitted by the sun. Only atmosphere receives. If atmosphere receives 100% of insulation, earth receives 51% of insulation only. That's very important. So even though atmosphere receives 100% of insulation, but earth receives 51% of that insulation. What about the remaining? That also we have to see. It may be reflected, it may be sent back by the dust particles, by the water vapor, by some gases. In such a way, it may be scattered, it may be radiated, it may be spread by other things which you observe in the atmosphere. That we should observe here. So that is by understanding about the solar radiation and insolation. Now we see in what way the atmosphere heated up. In what way the atmosphere is heated up. Now we will see that how the atmosphere is heated up. The atmosphere is heated up, the heating of the atmosphere. Heating of the atmosphere. The earth is not heated completely by its insulation. The atmosphere is not heated completely by insulation. The atmosphere will not get heated up with the heat which actually it receives. The atmosphere is heated through other processes. What are those processes? There are 4 processes through which actually atmosphere is heated up. Those processes are: number 1, conduction; number 2, convection; number 3, terrestrial radiation; number 4, advection. See here, why I have mentioned these 4 terms? Why I have mentioned these 4 terms? That is, atmosphere is not heated up through insulation. Atmosphere is heated up. The lower layers of the atmosphere, upper layers of the atmosphere are heated up not through insulation. There are 4 processes which actually heat the atmosphere. Those are conduction, convection, terrestrial radiation, advection. So in the second video, we come to know the explanation of the terms through which atmosphere is heated up.